Hey, every time I see you, it's like magic, one way or another. The world's a very troubling place, isn't it? We find all the things that we were looking for and that we're apart from. And there's a lot of fear going around. Um, Maybe that's what drives us too. Each is going through their own personal battle and trying to find those pieces of ourselves, themselves, all around to make it all work together. And it almost seems like, when we're all there, then we're apart, and when we're all apart, we're all there. But then in between, we're with each other, and we're away, or we're away and with each other. And it's a very challenging balance. And I'm finding it challenging myself. A lot of fear going around, and a lot of history we have. Um, but we have to keep our confidence and know that things are going to work out right. How to know that? How does anyone know? Honestly. And I just want you to know, if you came here, that you're an inspiration. And I wonder how you and I are connected. And if I have strong feelings for you or you for me, then why were this far apart? There's got to be a way for us to work together in a better symbiosis. When I see somebody struggling, I just want to be there and help them and find a way to do it. And at the same time, we are stuck in this paradox of having to help everyone and not being able to, but everything we do helps. So knowing that the mistakes we've made somehow served our own growth and the growth of others. And that's probably the most important thing that anyone could take from their life, because everyone has a checkered past, and that checkered past reveals the experience we have and the growth there within. Um, Whether anyone can see it or not, that's the great thing about each of us. And it brings about a sense of trust. Like being married for, 30, 40 years, and you've gone through all the ups and downs, and and there's always this tether that keeps us together. Um, and that's the love, right? And this security that uh, I don't know, the word blanket comes to mind, but it doesn't really fit, because it's like you're always under an umbrella, and it's protecting you from the rain at the same time as uh, it's like we're drenched underneath our clothes, And the future is yet to be experienced. So that's to look forward to. Um, as each of us is some sort of an alien, and uh, what's an alien, right? If to our own self, just looking in the mirror, it seems maybe less familiar than looking at somebody else's face. But you don't get to mess with their face. But at the same time, as soon as we see somebody, then their expression changes, and then we're each helping each other grow inside and out. It's a beautifully painful process, I suppose. And if we wouldn't arrange each other, then where would we be, just running around in the middle of nowhere by ourselves? And isn't that always kind of the case as well? I know that everyone that I've subscribed to makes a great impression on my life. And at the same time, I'm realizing that it's something that's missing. But it's not missing because I get something from being with you and listening to you. And whether you know me or see me at all. And ultimately, I guess I find, and the question I've been asking myself is, if we're brought together, then what's the purpose behind it? I mean, though I just kind of described it, that we give each other something that we're missing at the same time as when we're together, like I'm listening to you or you're viewing me, then we're working on something else. But there is nothing else because we each are stuck with ourselves. And also building skills and learning something besides what is being shown at the same time. And each looking for love. But when we have it perfectly, right, then I suppose in one way, it's like we're in the middle of a kiss and we're missing, and so is the other person, but we're there in an embrace. Or it's the concept of being completely separate. So it's this paradox of everything is whole unto itself and all in parts. And we have perfect love all the time at the same time as we're separate from it in so many ways. That life is a great journey, full and empty. It's terrifying. It's satisfying. It's worthwhile. And wow, what's worth? If we're each worth it all. And we only can see that in our absence and in our fulfillment and wanting the best for everyone. And at the same time, wanting to be useful. And, nothing can ever be perfect. So then, there's these broken parts, like having to go to work, for instance. But then sometimes coming home is the broken part because we don't know what to do with that. And how does it meet up? And we're working on it all separately and together. And that's what I suppose I've always been working on myself. In this moment, that's all I can see. We each want to be inspired. Each is inspiring. We all want to somehow be away from ourselves and together with ourselves. Speaking that in an individual form alone and in a collective form in a board meeting or going through places we're subscribed to or just random things that come up. It's a challenging place. I love naturally, and I believe everyone does, deep down, or one way or another. I mean, we're all different and the same, and that's tricky. So I just wanted to come and express that as best I could. Hope to see you soon, one way or another.